Hey there, you guys. It's your girl Danny Royal from DannyRoyal.com, and I wanted to share this song with you all. It's actually a medley, and honestly, listening to it brought tears to my eyes. And I'm like, Lord, what is going on? With me, this is it's actually a medley from Cinderella, and my behind, started tearing up, and I'm like, God, what in the world is going on with me, right? And there are several things that I was hearing or getting in my spirit, as I was listening, and one of the things that stuck out to me was that this is the time where unions are coming together quicker than you or I or we imagined, and these are going to be long lasting connections. And another thing that stuck out to me was she said in the song, why they said in the song, why would a fella want a girl like her, a girl that's truly lovely? And it's like, you've been lovely, you've been kind, you've been sweet, you've been, looked past, looked over, even for the men. And I just want to encourage you that God is literally choosing you for the royal place. He's choosing you. Although we are a part of a royal priesthood and a holy nation, He's choosing us for positions of influence. And our couples, not our couples, but I say our couples because it's our couples, because when you are a part of kingdom, it's us. We're family, so God ordained couples, our family, my family, and the people that God is sending our way, my way, your way, His way, her way. I need you to understand that these places God has qualified us for simply because of our obedience and simply because of our patience. Now, some of us are not, a lot of us are not deserving, but some of us are. And even when with Cinderella, she had a lot of haters and she had a lot of evil done to her. And I just want you to know that there have been people that have really, just spit on your name, and who have really, counted you out, and literally just left you, for dead, or left you, in the slums, as if God can't favor you, or as if He was never going to do it. Because let's just say you've been hoping and you've been praying, and maybe you weren't even paying attention. You've just been into God, or you've been into what it is that you've been doing. I need you to understand that there's a reason why a girl will want a guy like you, or a woman, or a guy would want a girl like you. There's a reason why. Because you're truly lovely, and because you are at a place where the heart posture that God is requiring, that's what you are offering up. And I mentioned this the other day, where I had a dream, and in the dream, I was talking to a friend, and we were walking in this building, and this is someone that I'm pretty close to, in my awakening life, but we're genuinely beautiful friends. I believe that if I ever needed anything and they ever needed anything, we would, pretty much be there for one another. But in the dream, I was talking, and the person was basically talking about how we never had a real opportunity at love, and we had never gotten a chance to really see and explore what a loving connection relationship would be able to look like between you and I. And I was just like, yeah, that's true. But in the same breath, I was like, I think I'm really not. I think I said in the dream, I'm ready for love. I'm ready for real love. And I said that in the dream, and maybe that's why I cried, because I believe that when you've had so many people who've mishandled you because maybe you didn't know your self-worth, or maybe you didn't know how valuable you were, or maybe someone just didn't appreciate you and what it is that you had to offer, or maybe you didn't have enough, or it didn't seem like you qualified for the position, or whatever the case might be, or maybe your flaws and what you've experienced disqualified you because you disqualified you, not because God disqualified you. I need you to understand that we're in a season and time where God is positioning his people for real love, like not the love that they portray on TV and with these celebrity couples that are really not happy. They have underlying issues and a lot of things going on behind the scenes. No, it won't look like that. It'll really be a God thing. And I really have been trying to stay away from relational stuff, but when God just drops something in your spirit, you just run with it, okay? And that's exactly. But I said in the dream, I'm ready for real love. And we begin to walk, and we begin to walk, and we begin to walk. And in the dream, I had seen my sister, and I had seen someone that I used to call my best friend, and both of them are married, currently. And the thing is, I was like, God, why would you use them, or why them? And he basically indicated they're with the people that he has ordained them to be with, and that those people are their best friends. And I believe that that's what God is doing, and that's what God is going to do for his people and for the ones that have been patiently waiting. I know sometimes hope deferred makes the heart sick, but I promise you, in this season, in this hour, God is releasing the person that they saw you or seen you as lovely, and and you qualified. You might have looked like this on the opposite side according to man's standard of what that should look like, but according to the word standard and how God sees fit and how God sees you, I promise you, you qualify. I just want you to know that you qualify, and God is sending him for the women, and for the men he's sending her, and you guys will have found each other, and it will be like no other. It will be like no other. It will be a connection like no other. You will be best friends. And then I seen the word. I seen in the dream, I saw the number 515. Well, I didn't see it, but somebody needed to go to work and something like that, and the number 515 came up, because I'm like, well, what time do you have to go to work? And they were like, I got to be to work at 5:15. Now, the person who said that they wanted to be with me, and have an actual relationship, they were just like, giving me the okay to drive their car. Like, I'm like, I don't have a car, and they were like, I didn't ask you if you had a car. I just asked you what your plans were. And, it's just so crazy, because when the young lady who was arguing with someone, family or whomever, they just were like, yeah, she's like, well, I can't, I've been going to work and this is that and the third, and I haven't been able to, continue work. Why? Because, I've been getting into it with somebody that's supposed to be family, and they like all of a sudden they can't do this for me anymore. You guys, we won't have to go through that. You won't have to go through somebody letting you down. God is sending destiny helpers. He's sending you family, and he's sending you people who have your best interests at heart. He's sending you your best friend. And I need you to understand that, I went to go look up that word. I meant the number 515. And when I saw what 515 meant in the Hebrew context of the word and the Greek context of the word, it meant to deem worthy, to deem the right fit for. And I was like, my God, you are the right fit for who God has in store for you. I don't care if you've been married already. I don't care if you've been divorced. I don't care what it is. If you are in the clear with God, and if you're in the clear with God, God's not going to send you someone else's spouse, and he's not going to just send you just anything. But I need you to understand that you are the perfect fit. Just like that shoe fit, come on, Jesus, on Cinderella's foot perfectly. He tried many women to slip their foot inside that shoe, and they weren't the fit. And I just want you to know that you are the perfect fit. And I was like, Lord, is this message just for the women? And he just let me know, like, this is for the men too. You are the perfect fit for that person, that woman. Because let me specify, because God honors the union between man and woman, woman and man, and he's doing it in this season, you guys. And it's gonna come, you're gonna least expect it. And I was excited to give this word, and I didn't honestly know what I was gonna say, because I seek God and I ask God, what do you want me to say to the people? And even in this moment, I feel like I want to tear up. Not I feel like I'm actually tearing up a little bit, because it's like, after you suffered a while, after you waited a long time, after you've had so many, bad connections and bad things happen to good people, and even maybe you put yourself in some places where you never thought that you would be, but you didn't think that you would be there because you weren't thinking, at all sometimes. Or maybe, you just was tired of waiting, or maybe some people tired of being alone, and God had to separate you. Just like he did Cinderella, you still had an obligation to get prepared. Just like Ruth, you had, just like Queen Esther, you had to go through that process. And for the men, you had to go through that process. And God will separate you and strip you of everything and everyone that just so that he can build you for where he's taking you to, so that you can have the stamina and the capacity to withstand whatever assignment, with your kingdom spouse that he has for you, or even just for yourself before he even gets you to your kingdom spouse. So I just want to encourage you that the time is now, and you are deemed worthy, and you are deemed as the right fit. You fit perfectly. You can even stick out like a sore thumb. I just want you to know that you fit perfectly, and you are the perfect fit. Not because man said so, but because God did. And he's just that kind of God. And I say this and I get a little, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. I never really get too emotional like this, but I just think in this moment how gentle God is, he's such a gentleman. And he will take you through your whole life just so you can get to your expected end and have blessings on blessings on blessings like Job that you never thought that you would acquire. And he wants to bless his people because he needs these kingdom connections to come together, because we have a work to do. And not only that, he just wants to show you that you deserve to be loved on too. This is for someone. You deserve to be loved. I'm going to go with my little emotional self. But I love you guys so much. I'm your girl, Danny Royal from DannyRoyal.com. Thank you for all the people that have subscribed so far. I appreciate it. I can't do this without you. Be sure to like the video and comment and subscribe, because this keeps the videos going. I don't like to, talk all kingdom spouse or relationship stuff, but I really felt led to do this video. It's in my spirit and it was in my heart, just from listening to a song. Like, I listened to that song over and over and over again, and I'm about to play it for you guys. But I love you guys so much. Drop in the comment section what you think of the song and what you even think of this video. Maybe God's doing something now and this bears witness with your soul. Do share. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a blessed day. Peace.
A slipper made of glass is just a shoe. Never make a dream come true.
Impossible things are happening every day. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world, it's waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere.
It's waiting somewhere for me. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. Yeah, I'm a young Egyptian princess or milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in my land. I'm an heiress who has always had a silk maid. By her a flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
Falderall and fiddly-dee,
Fiddly faddly foodle.
but the world is full of zanies and fools,
Who don't believe in sensible rules?
and won't believe what sensible people say. And because they're stuffed and doing adults keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a final night you know you'll never see. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's.
I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and sing out the news.
I have found her.
I have found him.
In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen, and I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down
To
earth again.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such falderall and fiddly-dee of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe
keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening.